officially here in Harlem. We are standing on Harlem ground right now in New York, serving up the hottest countdown around every weekday for y'all.
Wow. Throwback to the year 2000 when Tony and I were eating oodles and noodles in our freshman dorm room. That's a clip from the very first episode of BET's hit show 106 in Park. Now BET is bringing it back with a fresh spin, of course. Former NFL MVP Cam Newton and Ashley Nicole Moss from CBS Sports will host 106 in Sports. The show will blend sports news with discussions on pop culture, music, and fashion. Cam Newton and Ashley Nicole Moss join us now. Good morning. Good to have you. Round of applause for you. Round of applause for you.
You got up this morning. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Cam, I want to start with you. You say this show isn't solely about sports. It's about the culture and how the culture has an influence on just about everything. What do you want people to take away from the show?
Well, you know, for the first thing, initially, having an opportunity to pay homage to 25 years of the 106 Pre-Tix is something that we get a kick out of. And I think for us, it will still have the basis of what we have known 106 to be, a countdown, you know, kind of element to it. Very crowd engaging. Being in a live audience, obviously, you know,
it's a different energy.
Oh,
yes.
I love that.
So for me, being able to show that dynamic from a former player to what you've become, you know, you can kind of get pigeonholed to what they want you to be.
Right.
But, you know, having the help of, you know, my good friend, you know, Ashley here, you know, we plan on attacking it in a very young, vibrant, you know, way that it give people what they want to see.
Something tells me, Cam, you were never pigeonholed, but I'm fascinated about you and Ashley together, because did you all know each other? Had you worked together? How do you know that the two of you have chemistry, Ashley?
We kind of found out on the fly. So when they were doing screen tests for this, I was in the middle of the NBA playoffs, which is a very hectic time. I could not get to LA to do the screen test. Cam and I did it virtually, and
on Zoom.
On Zoom.
And you clicked on Zoom?
And we just clicked, and then that just continued to, the chemistry was very natural. And I think that's something that stood out to us from the beginning. And we've been able to just kind of build upon that. Everyone's asked, like, have you guys done dinners? I was like, we kind of just clicked. Like, it wasn't, we're both earth signs. Maybe that's
sort
it.
Of do us. But the legacy of 106 in Park is fierce.
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to continuing that?
Just, I think for me, you know, I grew up on the show.
Yes.
Getting the call that we were going to be part of the show was very surreal. You know, like when you're in the industry and you get, you know, Nate knows this, accolade on top of accolade.
Accolade on top of
multiple sports
You know
Emmys
this
over there.
too, girl.
No, accolade on top of accolade. I like it.
Sometimes you get so caught up in like what's next that you can't really relish in like the moment. But this was one of those moments in my career I was like, wow, to be on a show,
big deal.
to be part of a show that meant so much to me growing up.
And now can be that for other people.
And now can be
watching.
that for other people, for the sports world, is just so surreal for me.
But Ashley, you've talked about the content of the show, a disconnect between what sports fans actually talk about and then what gets talked about on traditional sports talk shows. Just break that down for us.
I think, you know, sports are fun because they're not serious. I think there's so much in the world that it's so heavy, right? And I think that what makes sports fun is that it's a unifier. So we're wearing the same jersey, we're automatically on the same team. When we score a touchdown, we're excited. We see a game-winning shot, we're excited. And if we don't get that result, we're disappointed. And I think that's the beauty of it, the simplicity of it. And I think that Cam knows that better, being in the mix as a player. I know it from the outside looking in. So what I'm really excited about is being able to take the culture of the 106 brand and what people appreciate about that, the authenticity, the respect for the culture, and combine that with the world of sports. And I think that we're kind of looking for that.
I love the culture and I love the fashion. All day I was thinking,
well, yeah, that's Cam right there.
I thought Tony had a great line, Cam. He said, you are big and tall.
Because I was wondering if he buys them off the rack, if it's custom made. He likes to shop, apparently.
He likes to shop.
Yeah.
People will be tuning in for the chemistry, but also the outfits for sure.
Yeah. You excited to talk about fashion, Cam, and pop culture and sports?
It's the whole gamut, and I think I'm so honored to have a network like BET, you know, kind of buy into the talent, right? We didn't know. We did a chemistry test, and you know, throughout that day, I had the opportunity to talk to a lot of different people. And it was something about Ashley that was just like, okay, this is an easy talk. This is an easy.
Because I flattered him off the bat. I gave him a compliment.
You got to know your audience.
Men like it.
I know.
But guys, the show is once a week.
Yes.
Half an hour, an hour.
October
for the audience?
15th is the premiere. Wednesday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central.
Have you guys been rehearsing?
Ms. Gayle, I will
Yes.
be making sure to talk to the producers just to see if you're going to tap in. And
Ooh! Hey, she knows Tyler.
Gayle
She
in
knows
there?
Tyler.
Is she in there? You know?
Yeah, oh, you're taping at Tyler Perry Studios.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
another thing.
Which you all tell me is phenomenal. I'm
Wait till
very
you see it.
excited to see
Wait
it.
till you see it.
I feel like it's going to be
Good
one of a
location.
kind.
Yeah, well, let me say this while I have the opportunity to. I've known Ashley for a while. She is amazing at what she does and has built a hell of a career. So this isn't by surprise. And Cam, you were one of the greats when you played. But what people don't know is that you cover everything on your platforms that you have created in your media universe. So I'm familiar with both of you two, and this is a great selection for the new show, 106 in Sports. Cam Newton, Ashley Nicole Moss, thank you so much. And like Cam said, make sure you tune in. 106 in Sports premieres next Wednesday, October 15th on BET, which, like CBS, is part of the Paramount Skydance family.